Think about it. 1. After reading this chapter, do you think it's important for students of social psychology to have a basic understanding of research methods? Why or why not? I mean, I guess so, because if you don't know what methods are used, how can you interpret the results or see if the experiment or study was good enough quality? 2. Recall from Chapter 1 the experiment on non-conscious processing in which participants read a persuasive message in a room with either a fishy smell, an unpleasant smell that was not fishy, or no distinctive smell. The researchers measured the degree to which each participant was persuaded by the message and discovered that participants were least likely to be persuaded in the presence of a fishy smell. There was something fishy about the message. In this experiment, what was the independent variable? What was the dependent variable? So the independent variable that they changed was fishy smell, unpleasant smell, or no distinct smell. And then the dependent variable was whether they were persuaded or not by the message. 3. Suppose a group of researchers hypothesized that finding your romantic partner physically attractive contributes to feelings of satisfaction in your relationship. To evaluate this hypothesis, the researchers asked 100 participants to complete a survey that included questions assessing their current relationship satisfaction, as well as ratings of how physically attractive they believed their partner to be. The researchers found that the more physically attractive participants rated their partners, the more satisfied they tended to be in their relationship. In this fictitious study, did the researchers employ a correlational or an experimental design? How do you know? Since it was a survey, it was correlational research, which means you cannot imply causation from the results, just that the two variables are related. Or they could be caused by a third variable, a common cause variable. 4. Consider the hypothetical study in question 3 again. The researchers found a relationship between perceptions of partner physical attractiveness and relationship satisfaction. With these data, can the researchers conclude that perceiving your partner as physically attractive causes you to become more satisfied in your relationship? Are there other potential explanations for these findings? You can't conclude that because it's not an experiment, it's not randomized, there's the problem of self-selection. So you can only really say there is a correlation between physical attractiveness and relationship satisfaction, and there could be a third cause for both. Maybe healthy people are both physically attractive and more likely to be satisfied in a relationship. 5. In Chapter 3, you will learn about research on the self, including self-esteem. Suppose the scatter plot below displays the relationship between self-esteem and academic success. How might you interpret this graph? Is the correlation between these two variables positive or negative? Try guessing the correlation coefficient. Self-esteem and academic success. So it's a positive correlation, maybe 0.7. 6. In this textbook, you will learn about various studies evaluating social psychological phenomena using functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, which measures activation in the brain while the participant lays immobile in a large metal tube. For example, researchers may measure brain activation while participants experience a social rejection, or may look at how brain activation during a stressful experience is affected if a close friend holds the participant's hand. How would you characterize the external validity of such research? I mean, it's not high. They're in a tube, but it might not really matter because if they're trying to do basic research, maybe that's okay. Then they can apply it to more applied research later. I mean, it's not good. It's not good.